This morning on Daybreak, police are investigating a possible DWI wreck that sent 4 people to the hospital overnight.
And a manhunt is still underway this morning for a man that they consider is armed and dangerous after an officer-involved shooting in Springfield.
Plus, Springfield is less than 2 weeks away from electing a new mayor. We take a look at one of the candidates in the running. We'll have these stories and much more coming up for you this morning on Daybreak. And it is a Friday, March 24th. Happy Friday to you. Glad you're starting it off with us. I'm Heather Lewis.
Or as we like to call it, Fry-yay.
Hey.
I'm Daniel.
Said that a lot this morning.
A lot. This is like the theme of the morning for us.
I know. It's always good to start your day pumped up.
I know. And John Ziegler joins us in the Weather Lab now with your forecast first. Storms this afternoon.
Storms this afternoon. And when you say fry-yay, for some reason I'm thinking French fries.
Get hungry.
It's because you're on that diet, right?
I'm doing this thing called Whole30. It's awful.
You want all the bad food when you're on a diet.
It's 30 days of just trying to ruin your life. 58 degrees outside. Southeast winds at 10 miles.
New this morning, a heads up for Mountain View residents. The city is now under a boil water advisory. According to the city's water superintendent, there's been a 10-inch water main rupture on East 3rd Street. Residents are advised to boil their water until further notice.
And Springfield police are investigating to see if alcohol was involved in a wreck that sent 4 people to the hospital overnight. According to Springfield police, the accident happened around 1:15 at Sunshine and Kimbrew. A truck heading west on Sunshine was traveling at a high rate of speed when it struck a sedan, forcing the truck to continue off the road to hit a fence and roll over, ejecting its 3 passengers. They were taken to the hospital along with 1 person from the sedan that was hit. There are no life-threatening injuries. However, police reported a strong odor of alcohol coming from the truck driver, and officers followed him to the hospital to conduct a DWI investigation. No arrests have been made at this time.
Springfield police also still searching for the person who fired shots at an officer during a traffic stop. Around 11 yesterday morning, a Chevy Silverado was pulled over on College and LaFontaine for speeding. As officers approached that truck, the driver took off and fired a gun, breaking out the back window. No officers were hit, and they did not return fire, but their car was hit by bullets. The driver later abandoned what police have determined as a stolen pickup. He abandoned that on State and West Bypass. Police set up a perimeter in that area with a canine search, but have yet to locate the suspect. He is considered armed and dangerous. If you have any information, call 911.
And the Johnson County Sheriff's Office says inmates rioted overnight in one of the pods in the county jail. Neighboring counties were called to assist, along with the Missouri State Highway Patrol. It was reported shortly after 10 o'clock last night and was resolved by 12:15 this morning. There were no injuries reported to any staff members or inmates. No word on the reason for violence.
The Branson Police Department is asking for your help to identify a wanted man. Here's a picture. Police say the man is wanted for stealing a vehicle in Branson yesterday morning. A Taney County deputy later saw him and went in pursuit, during which the man rammed the deputy's car twice. The suspect then ran away. Police say if you see him, don't approach him. Just call 911 immediately. There is a $1,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the suspect.
Springfield police say the man involved in a standoff on Tuesday had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Officers responded to a residence around 2:30 in the afternoon on March 21st in relation to a domestic disturbance. During that incident, a man ran from officers into a house where he pointed a gun at police. A standoff ensued for several hours. Eventually, the special response team entered that home and found the deceased man. That investigation is still ongoing.
In political coverage this morning, President Donald Trump has given the House an ultimatum. Vote on the GOP health care bill today, one way or another, and move forward. Republicans were supposed to vote on the measure to replace Obamacare last night, but could not muster up enough votes. After adding a series of amendments to the bill to make it more appealing to moderates and conservatives, House Speaker Paul Ryan emerged from last night's closed-door meeting confident it will pass.
We have been promising the American people that we will repeal and replace this broken law because it's collapsing and it's failing families. And tomorrow we're proceeding.
The House goes back into session this morning with the vote expected sometime today. In more local news now, for more than 60 years, the Carden International Circus has brought a wide range of acts and animals to Springfield.
Yeah, they sure have. From human cannonballs to Bengal tigers, the circus will take center stage over the next 3 days on Missouri State's campus at JQH. But one exotic animal is the focus of this weekend's performance, as many people may not get to see this animal in the future.
Yeah, and that's where we find Color 10's Brennan Gurley, who spoke to organizers of the circus about why they're encouraging people to see the elephants before it's too late. He joins us live with more. Brennan, good morning.
Janice, put it down.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm on top of Janice. This is one of the African elephants that George Carden has. And to my right, we've got Vicky, and then to my left, we've got Jenny. Over 7,700 pounds is what I'm on top of right now. And despite the announcement of the Ringling Brothers closing their curtains after more than 100 years, circus owner George Carden says this won't be his last show.
It's a fabulous show. The people are going to love it. A lot of animals, and yes, elephants.
Carden and his family have been in the circus industry for more than 50 years.
I've put a lot into it, invested a lot in it.
And this show has been a tradition for many families.
It's not about what I make out of this circus. It's about what I bring back to the people where I was raised and brought up, and bring them the best show possible for Springfield, Missouri.
Elephants have entertained audiences for decades.
And as long as George Carden produces shows, we will have elephants as long as we can get the federal permits to exhibit these animals.
Nationwide, there's been growing concern for the welfare of circus elephants. It's led to cities including Los Angeles, Miami Beach, and Austin to ban or place restrictions on wild and exotic animal acts like the elephants. Carden says his 12 elephants will be his last, and he hopes people will come see them.
Come and see the elephants live while you can.
Carden will continue to have the elephants doing tricks until it's out of his hands.
Of course, it's in the hands of the federal government and in the state government.
He explains that a successful show has to evolve.
When everybody's out of the elephants, then we'll be out of them.
Change with the times.
And the show will change and time will go on just like America does.
And also, just to let you guys know, Heather and Daniel, $1 that is raised from each ticket sold here at tonight's performance will actually go towards the Springfield Police Foundation. So if you're thinking about finding something to do this weekend, come on out here to JQH Arena at 7 o'clock for their first performance. And then also for a list of times of when the circus is going to take place, we'll have that complete schedule on our website at ozarksfirst.com. Now, Daniel and Heather, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get off Janice, but we'll manage. Live in Springfield, Brennan Gurley, Color 10 News, Ozarks First.
I hope Janice behaves herself for you there,
Just don't fall.
Brennan. Just don't fall off. All right, here's a look at what's coming up after daybreak.
I'm Anthony Mason. Coming up, how technology is helping preserve the traditional art of making genuine Vermont maple syrup. That's coming up on CBS This Morning.
And we're running out of time, but want to take a really quick look at Google Trends this morning. Most of it in the top 3 is basketball. Oh, it just deflated. But we've got some
Hello,
video
Apple
to run
TV.
for you. Go ahead and catch us up here, Daniel, real
Yeah,
quick.
so Sweet 16 action. Oregon, Gonzaga, Kansas, and Xavier all in the Elite 8. Action starts tonight on Color 10 at 6 o'clock with North Carolina and Butler. After that, UCLA takes on Kentucky. That'll round out at the end of tonight, at least the Elite 8. And just a quick programming note, Color 10 News tonight will take place at 5, and then at 5:30 due to the action taking place at 6 o'clock. The 10 o'clock newscast will be on late, so stay up, enjoy some basketball as March Madness continues.
You know a lot to
Yeah,
Hey, notes and Google, man.
I can't go wrong with that.
If you looked at my bracket, you'd be like, this guy knows nothing.
Right, that's me too. Hey, let's look at our 7-day. 74 today. Watch out for afternoon storms and a cooler Saturday.
All right, have a happy Friday.